This is an Out and About with Jamie Grout shortcast on the Out and About with Jamie Grout website and also the YouTube channel. If you check in on the YouTube channel, I appreciate it if you would subscribe. And the person to my right and your left is?
I'm Darla Wilson.
And your function is what, Darla?
I'm the chairman for Poweshiek County Service Extension 261 Salvation Army.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Karen Meek, and I'm the secretary-treasurer, and along with my partner, Annette Deering. Okay. She's also secretary-treasurer.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about the Salvation Army bell ringing going on in Grinnell. And you've got a bell with you. How nice is that? That is fantastic. Let's talk about who the funds go to for the Salvation Army.
We have people will contact us and ask us if we have any funds, and then they'll tell us, is it a utility issue, a rent issue, what exactly they need the funds for. And then I get all of their information. I find out when they're available, and then I contact Annette and Darla, and so all three of us always know what's going on. And I tell them that someone needs help with their rent. They owe so much money. And then we determine the amount. We can reimburse them up to we can reimburse the person, not the person, but the either the person that owns the home or the apartments or the utility company.
Well, that is fantastic. Yeah, no, that's great. That is,
yeah. So I just would like to say that, our goal is to help with crisis situations, unmet needs.
And the check never is written out to anybody individually.
To an individual, no.
It's all written to pay bills and that kind of thing, too. And what area do you serve? Is it mostly Grinnell? Is it all of Poweshiek County for the Salvation Army?
It would be Poweshiek County.
Okay, that's great.
And Karen, you did break that down for Bruce. Do you remember that? I actually think I brought that over just so that you look here. Yeah, I did. So our fiscal year runs from, basically October through the end of September.
Okay.
But anyway, so in that fiscal year, you guys helped 41 different households.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And 15 of those were from the Grinnell area.
Yes.
23 was Montezuma Deep River. And then 3 were from Brooklyn.
Yes. Wow.
And then on top of that, we did 3 special projects for the county.
3 special projects too, huh? Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about the food pantry and what area that serves.
The Montezuma Food Pantry, which is completely separate from the Salvation Army, serves our service area is the Montezuma Community School District, plus the other smaller surrounding towns in the county.
Oh, that is great. And you said that you're pretty well stocked up right now, but after Thanksgiving, it's a different story.
Yeah, right. So we'll get hit here pretty heavy for, of course, November. So if they would like to bring in different things, hygiene items right now, I think we're just about out of tampons and pads for women. I could use toothpaste and toothbrushes for kids, cereal, canned soups. I see that's really flying off the shelf. Hy-Vee was very generous and sold us a good bargain there on Progresso soups that we just got in. So we have 4 different flavors of Progresso, but they'll be depleted probably by the 1st of December.
For those who didn't hear it on the podcast, tell us a story about the baby wipes.
Oh, okay. Well, so we had regularly kept toilet paper on the shelf and also baby wipes. And I noticed that the toilet paper really wasn't moving. And I was kind of curious about that. So one Thursday night when I was working, I just decided to poll the people. They're all familiar with me. I'm familiar with them, so it wasn't anything awkward. And what I found out was that the majority of people told me that they would take the baby wipes and stock them up for when they didn't have water and sewer. And so that was very eye-opening. And you have this perception of what you think people need, and truly, unless you're hands-on, you really don't know.
You don't have a clue.
You don't know their life story. You don't know Yeah, you just don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's talk about the Salvation Army. If people want to contribute to that, and they're watching this and they don't have a chance to go to the Red Kettle and put some money in that, how can they go ahead and do that?
They can mail a check to us, Salvation Army, made out to Salvation Army number 261, and that can be mailed to P.O. Box 189 here in Montezuma. And yes, the funds then will stay here in Poweshiek County.
Okay, great. And if people want to contribute to the food bank, how can they go about doing
Well, it's
that?
the Food Pantry, Montezuma Food
Food
Pantry.
pantry. Okay.
So again, they would just mail that in care of Deb Vermeer to Post Office Box 189, which actually just comes to my work office.
Okay.
And so,
Ladies,
Montezuma. So,
thank you so much for what you do and the people that you work with. We do appreciate it. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast on the outandaboutvithjamiegrout.com website.